That was a lot harder than I expected it to be, but whatever. All right, we in OOKA session 4. We're in number 4 now. Before we get this started, that looks really dirty. Okay, whatever. Before we get this started, all right. I finally am getting to the point now where I am going to structurally make this stuff make sense. So, this is so I stay on topic, because Smitty has a habit, especially when he gets high, of going on tangents. So, I'm going to write this down. That way when I do go on tangents, I can just look down and be like, that's what I was talking about. So, first things first. Today, what I want to talk about is hygiene in Jiu-Jitsu. One of my female followers said, Smitty, please talk about hygiene in Jiu-Jitsu. I might have to come back to that because I literally did not read what she asked. But, so we're going to talk about hygiene in Jiu-Jitsu again later on. And then, let's see what else. See, I'm structuring my stuff this time. We getting structured. We getting structure heavy. What else? Anybody got? It's like 5 of y'all in here. Give me something. I want to talk about something. It's hygiene in Jiu-Jitsu. I want to talk about relationships too. I like talking about that. Ooh, what do I mean by Smitty'Wit the martial artist? I want to go deeper into the martial artist. Let me put that martial artist. That's a cool concept I would like to talk about. And what else? I guess that's it for now. Maybe people, if I keep structuring the beginning of these lives, maybe more people will give me better ideas. Now, while I do this, first I'm going to talk about the martial artist while I set up my OOKA. So, one big thing that I was thinking about, and OOKA gave me a nice little backpack. I talk about that every time. Anyways, one thing that I want to drive home about the martial artist is the reason why I call myself Smitty the martial artist. Well, it's not just about doing martial arts. Like, if you really look at it, I'm trying to redefine the way people see martial artists. So, because the more art that you do, it affects the way you fight. A lot of people do not know that part. Oh, y'all get to see me actually, build the OOKA. That's so cool. I'm probably going to revisit that martial arts topic. Let me see. Training while injured. Is it smart to flow roll injured? I'm injured right now. And to answer your question straight up, fuck no, go sit down. Go fucking sit down. But I'll go into that in a second. But to give you a quick answer, if you would like to know, fuck no, go sit down. Sit your ass down. Take the game from me. Look at this. Every time I have this, I think I'm a little teapot, short and spout. There is no handle, there is no spout. Yeah. Alright, that sounded very sad. Alright, let me see. I need some water. Water! I just had the water with me. How do you lose a... Oh, it's right here. I was about to say, how do you lose a big jug of water? Yeah, bro, James. What should I do as a beginner white belt? Beginner white belt tips. I spelled beginner all wrong. White belt tips. How long have you been training? What type of beginner are you? Have you just started? Because if you just started, I already see what I'm about to do. I already see that I'm about to mess this up. If you just started Jiu-Jitsu, just take your butt to class. That's all you gotta do is just show up. I know people hate that answer, but that's all you gotta do is just show up. Just show up. If you're brand new like that, if you're less than 3 months, just show up. There's nothing I can tell you that's gonna help your martial arts. Just show up. Alright, cool. So, oh, well, I'll explain that part. Well, no, I can give you guys a heads up. So, OOKA is doing a giveaway. OOKA is doing a giveaway. So, you guys can have your own little OOKA if you go on their website and follow them. I need to actually find the correct terminology of how to promote that, but Smitty's starting to get a little bit more structured with these lives, so bear with me. You know, bear with me. But yeah, so martial artists, probably I'll talk about that next time, so I'll put a little star on that. Training while injured. Fuck no, go sit down. I should have, so I got injured in October, I believe. And I was supposed to get back into training December 6th. It's December 1st. I went back into training and I was doing good. Everything was doing good. I started moving like how I usually move. Dislocated my shoulder all over again. Now I'm probably going to be out for 2 or 3 months now. Go sit your ass down. Sit down. Sit down. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. But luckily I can go on live with you guys and talk, and you know, my knowledge is still there, so that's good. Oh, that I need more water than that. That's not gonna work. That is not gonna work. We need more water. More water. And then beginner white belt tips. The guy, you still have not said how many months you're in. You haven't said anything. Let me see. Maybe I can do this now. Yay! Yeah. Y'all actually get to see like how to do the OOKA. This is like, someone asked me last live, like, oh, what is that? I basically say it's electronic bong. It's the best. I'm so bougie when it comes to smoking now. I'm like, if it's not OOKA, unless it's a bad little mommy talking about you want to smoke. But if it's me by myself, it gotta be OOKA. Gotta be OOKA. And you can have one of these yourself. You have been 2 weeks, yeah. Just come to class. There's nothing I can tell you. There's nothing that I can tell you that's gonna help you out. Now watch this. So it's off, right? And all you do is push the button once, hold it, and it makes this nice little. Is it gonna do it? OOKA, don't make me look bad. Don't make me look bad. Oh, there we go. Look at that. White, and then it goes yellow. Yup, that means it's cooking. Let it cook. Let it cook. But yeah, if you only been training for 2 weeks, dog, there's nothing I can tell you. There's nothing I can tell you. I'm like, work on guard retention. You gonna be like, what the fuck is guard retention? Just show up to class. That's all you gotta do. Just show up. Ah ha ha. We about to get this OOKA started. Yeah, so beginner white belt tips. I talked about training while injured and beginner white belt tips. He said he's only been training for 2 weeks. My tips for you is to show up to class until you know what closed guard looks like, until you know what the difference of bottom game and top game looks like, until you know until you can start recognizing submissions that you constantly get caught in. And until then, I really can't tell you nothing like meaningful that's gonna help you out. I can't tell you nothing. Tips for first comp. 6 months experience, by the way. So your tips for first comp, 6 months XP. Alright, so when I started doing competition, I did my first competition 3 months in, got fucked up. So what is your game plan for the comp? Okay, so I'm gonna let this. So earlier I did a pretzel. Let me see if I can do it. Let me see if I can do it again. Aha! I'm starting to learn this. Yeah. Nah, it ain't the pretzel. I thought I did the pretzel flow. I did not do the pretzel flow, but that's cool. All right. Let's see. Just show up. No, bro, you real talk. You gotta show up. Like, there's nothing I can tell you. Like, you don't know enough for me to give you actual, like. Well, I guess I would say you need to get submitted a lot more. You need to roll more. Like, but just show up, bro. Like, don't get injured too. Like, take your time. It's not that serious. If you lose, it's okay. It's normal. You're gonna get your ass whooped. You're gonna get. As a brand new white belt, you need to understand that you are the zebra in the African desert. There is no African desert. In the Africa wasteland, like, you know? Like, you're the lamb chop. Everybody's coming. If you came and I seen you, and you say you're 2 weeks in, I'm going to highlight you. I swear to God, I'm going to highlight you. I'm like, look, he didn't know. Haha, white belt. But then you going to start learning. And that's how you going to get good. Everybody's going to do you like that. And it's funny because everybody get mad at me like, oh, you beating up on the white belt. I'm like, we all have to go through it. What are you talking about? Abracadabra. Boom. This is fun. I love OOKA. Love OOKA. Joker, you still haven't told me. Wait, Joker, did I even tell you what to do? Why is it? It looks like it's a glare. I probably need to clean that lens. Since you mentioned not being injured, what about ways to train flexibility for a beginner in jiu-jitsu, wrestling, grappling? Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. Train flexibility. That's a good question. Let me write that down. How to train flexibility. That's a good one. Wow. What are the best flexibility options that you need to work on? Wow. Because grappling is so dynamic. Like, I can't just say, well, try to do the splits. I could do the splits. That right, doing the splits has for sure allowed me to do a lot of things doing the splits. Stretch out your neck. Oh, it must be, I guess this thing's telling me, it's like, smoke me. Oh, that was a good one. Go on YouTube. Type in Mike Tyson. When he's rolling out his neck, you need to do that. Do a lot of that. Because one thing that I will say to avoid is you're going to have a lot of neck injuries. Or neck pain. So you need to stretch out your neck a lot more. Oh, this thing's already dead. Wow. Well, this is from last night's session too. So I'm surprised it lasted this long. Usually OOKA lasts for an hour. You need to stretch your neck. I don't have a game plan yet, but what submissions do you have? What submissions do you know? Like when it comes to white belt competitions, it really comes down to who can execute their submission the best. Or unless you're dealing with a wrestler, they might wrestle fuck you and just beat you by points. But I don't respect people that win by points. I'm sorry, that might trigger some people, but this is not wrestling, this is jiu-jitsu. Don't come to jiu-jitsu competitions trying to win off points and think you're the shit. It's boring. That's boring jiu-jitsu. Rant over. Amanda Trips? Who is that? Stretching is good. Okay, well, so that's what I said. The tips for the first competition 6 months experience. definitely I would say, what is your submission? It comes down to who, like, white belts are so funny. It literally comes down to who can execute what they've been practicing the most. So if you basically come into competition, like, trust me, the person that's against you, unless this motherfucker's a sandbagger, rear naked choke, guillotine, Ezekiel, I could throw up triangles too. Nah, what is, if I put you against a black belt, right? Which one of those submissions is the first one you feel confident that you could probably submit the black belt in? That is what you want to base your game around when you go to the competition. OOKA, 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 OOKA. This thing got me feeling loose. I think a lot of grapplers would agree, or hardcore rather. Thank you. Appreciate it. What's good, Andy? We getting a little live team together. Andy, we missing someone. Eric. Where you at, Eric? He probably asleep. Y'all got any more questions? So, I was supposed to talk about hygiene in Jiu-Jitsu. I'm probably going to talk about that next time because I want the girls' question. Probably was going to talk about the martial artists. I'm going to talk about that next time. Put more thought into it. Should you train while you're injured? Fuck no, go sit down. Beginner white belt tips. If you are not, this is for future white belts that see this. If you ain't past 3 months and you ain't been showing up consistently, don't ask me that question. Show up. Real talk, show up. Get past 3 months and then start asking questions like that. No, and no offense, I know some people's gonna get butthurt thinking I'm being rude, but it's the truth. You don't know what the fuck you're doing, so I can't give you meaningful, unless I'm sitting right there watching to see like your skill set. I can't help you out. But you can send me some footage. Go on IG, type in Smitty'Wit or Spiderweb X, but just do Smitty'Wit. Send me your videos of you doing whatever, and then maybe visually, because I'm a really visual learner. I can literally see the way someone moves and know their entire style. That's how I beat so many people. I'll just be looking, and I'm like, okay, I know exactly what to do. I got a story for that. Hold on. Visual styles of Jiu-Jitsu. That one's going to be fun. Okay? But yeah, so to finish the white belt tips, if you haven't passed 3 months, don't ask me questions. But if you have videos of yourself, send it to me on my IG, Smitty'Wit, and maybe I'll be able to help you with that. Until then, I can't help you. Tips for the first comp 6-month experience. What is your go-to submission that you feel 100% you can beat a black belt on? And whatever it is, build your game around that. Because all it's going to come down to when it's like 2 white belts is who knows more and who can execute their game plan faster than the other person. And how do you train flexibility? I say do the splits. That's number 1. Do the splits, or train to do the splits, because that's helped me out. I've gotten out. I think also the reason why my triangle chokes is so deadly is because I know how to do the splits. My leg dexterity is really, really good. And also, like, stretch your neck. I say, like, wrestlers do that a lot. Like, do neck rollouts before practice. Those are good ones that I would, like, just letting you guys know. And then now, visual styles of Jiu-Jitsu. I'm going to get to that in a second, but I'm going to see what you guys have to say. Okay. Is Jiu-Jitsu the only martial art you ever trained, or have you done? I've done karate. My style of karate was Kaji Kembo. I've done kickboxing. I've done Muay Thai. Those are different. Kickboxing, Muay Thai is different. I've done kickboxing. I've done Muay Thai. I did Wing Chun. I did boxing. Like, I seriously did boxing. And Jiu-Jitsu and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So gi and no gi, in my opinion, are 2 different styles of Jiu-Jitsu. So I'm a blue belt in gi Jiu-Jitsu, which is formerly to me Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and no gi Jiu-Jitsu. I'm also a blue belt in Nogi Jiu-Jitsu, which is formerly known as submission wrestling. I'm dropping gems on y'all tonight. Thank you, appreciate it. I appreciate it. He said your Jiu-Jitsu is fantastic. Thank you. What is that you smoking? This is OOKA. This is basically a electronic bong, and I love it. I love it. Y'all might watch me change out the top, but basically it's clean because it's using water. That's the source, water. You know, I mean, you can use papers for clean stuff. Then you know, the deeper you go with the types of substances you use, it gets, you know, less and less clean. But this right here, it hits really nice too. And they're doing a giveaway. I need to find out the information, but go on OOKA, OOKA USA. Be like, Smitty sent me. I'll have the giveaway information tomorrow because I'm gonna get on live tomorrow. But yeah, OOKA, and it has live resin that comes. I don't know what the magic is, but it's doing something and it got me high as shit. Now, anyways, how do you build up resistance to leg ankle lock submissions without tearing a tendon? You can't build up tolerance to it is marijuana. Yes, it's marijuana. This is marijuana. When I was smoking on right now, I'm about to come back to that question of how do you build up resistance. But when I'm smoking right now, some indica. Since this is done, this is the pod I was smoking from right here. Live resin. Close that. Let me see what it says. Relax and unwind with this delicious, rich indica containing strain-specific whole flower infused with premium concentrate. These potent indica pods are great for staying in, zoning out, and chilling with friends, which is what I'm doing. And let me see. I wonder if it has like any other like cool information. So OOKA and 7.9, so I was smoking 7.9 pods, offer the smoothest, most intuitive cannabis experience. Combining a special heat, non-burn technology with an intelligent design, you'll enjoy consistent and precise effects throughout your session. So power up, which I did, drop a pod, which I did, and share the good times, which I'm doing. Yeah, this is solid though. I like this. I like OOKA. Love it. Anyways, back to what I was saying. How do you build up resistance to leg ankle lock submissions without tearing a tendon? How do you build up tolerance? Okay. You cannot build up tolerance for a heel hook. There's no tolerance building for heel hooks. That rips your knee. When it comes to tolerance for a straight ankle lock, in my opinion, there's no need to build up tolerance. You need to learn how to get the fuck out. That's the tolerance. Learn how to get out. Because if someone is cranking on your shit like that, that means you're not doing it wrong. So if you want to know how do you get out of a straight ankle lock, all you gotta do is very simple. I can explain it from here. What you're probably doing is when someone catches your foot, imagine this is the sole of my foot right here. What you're probably doing is this right here. You're like flexing your foot like that. You gotta make a boot like that. You gotta boot and get your foot on the ground. That's one of them. Or you need to defend the leg. Well, now I'm getting too complicated. Just make a boot, your foot like this, and step on the ground. They cannot submit you if your foot is on the ground. There's some people that can, but if your foot is specifically on, like flat on the ground, they can't straight ankle lock you. There you go. That's going to save you some time. That's how you do it. You need to learn how to get out. That's the tolerance. Learn how to get out. There should be no eating. None of you guys should be eating foot locks trying to build a tolerance. There's no such thing. No such thing at all. Oh, and by the way, if some people think I'm being aggressive, I'm just high. I get like very passionate. That's the word. It's just I'm passionate. I'm happy. I'm chilling. I feel like I know whoever's in here rocks with me. So this is how I am with my friends. I'm very obnoxious. So just letting you guys know. But yeah. Now, oh, that was cool. Okay, visual styles of Jiu-Jitsu. I want to get to this one. So, Jiu-Jitsu is kind of funny. What like it leads into the answer of the question this the last gentleman just explained. He was talking about how do I get out of footlocks, right? The more knowledge you learn in Jiu-Jitsu, you will literally be able to visually see someone's style. It like, oh, I'm about to give up some secrets. Okay. Because usually I find myself end up like competing against some of my followers. So if I have an actual follower that's also a fan and he wants to compete with me, this is something I do when I go to competitions. Because I'm such a nerd with Jiu-Jitsu and I know like the certain styles and what's required to do certain things, when I go, this is how I win my competitions. I walk up and I pay attention to everybody rolling in my division. I swear to God, I just sit there and I watch them. I be looking up like, okay, who's going? And I go sit there and I watch. I'm like, okay, I'm paying attention to what this guy is doing to the other guy. Even if one guy wins, I'm paying attention the entire time what style of jiu-jitsu is giving him problems. Then, if I end up going against that guy, I know his entire fucking weakness because I was already watching him the whole time. Everybody at competitions, they all go sit around. No, go watch what your opponent is doing. Like, go see what... I do that all the time. I just look. Just be watching. And people don't recognize me until I take off and the Spider-Man suit comes out. That's when people recognize me. But at competitions, I'll be sitting right there, and no one knows who I am. And I'm just sitting there watching. I'm like, okay, I have a homie. He's like a acquaintance homie. I met him in a competition. This is what happened. He's like, this dude is like 6'2", maybe. And he's 145 pounds, right? So I go to a competition, and I'm watching this dude. He's wrecking everybody. Everybody. I'm like, huh. So then he goes against one of my teammates. I'm sitting there watching. I've been watching him all day. I'm trying to figure out like, he's wrecking everybody in close guard, right? So once he gets his legs around you, it's over. So I'm sitting back paying attention, and this particular teammate that he's going against is really stubborn to beat. Like, he's really hard to submit. So, and he doesn't like pull guard or nothing. He'll wrestle you. So this tall, lanky dude, he comes up and he basically jumps on my teammate and pulls guard. Like, he does like a jumping pull guard. And then he beats my teammate in close guard. So immediately at that moment, I said, oh, he doesn't have no wrestling skills. And he's really good at only close guard. There's a bit, I've never posted this video too. It's so funny. I might post that video. So what did I do in the very beginning of the match? I literally sat on my ass. The moment he said go, I just sat down. He looked so fucking confused. And that was all I needed to know. There's different visual styles in jiu-jitsu. You could go to your opponent, and if you see the style that they're doing really good at, and style like there's half guard players. There's guys who will literally pull half guard. There's guys like this opponent who will literally jump and he'll put you in close guard. There's guys who only have good takedowns, but they have no submission skills. So with this guy, I was like, I don't think he knows how to pass guard. I just think he's used to people taking him down because he's so tall. So I pulled guard, butt scooted to him so I can leg lock him, and eventually I don't know how it happened, but I believe I fell into his half guard. And he was struggling to try to get to close guard, but he has these long ass legs. So I darced him and won the whole like competition. Like, bro, I'm telling you, you need to pay attention. You need to do your homework on Jiu-Jitsu. Do your homework. It's not just a physical martial art. It's a mental martial art too. You can see styles. There's literal styles of Jiu-Jitsu. Yeah, I do. I be studying the tape live, bro. I do. I study live. I be like, that's exactly what I do. That's some tea for everybody. But some people aren't like that. Also, what I do, nah, I ain't gonna tell that one. Because then people gonna start, if I tell that one I can't tell. Because then everyone's gonna stop doing it. There's something that everybody does before competition. I can't give that one away because that might get out and everyone's gonna start like cleaning it up. I can't tell that one. Somebody beat me one time doing that. I think it was 10th Planet. I forgot what 10th Planet was. When I tell you I was triangling all their people badly, I think I even triangled the purple belt. I was fucking them up. Went to a competition and that team, or the guys, all the guys that I triangled were like together pretty much. They were together. I was like, what the fuck? And they told the guy that I was going against my style. And he ended up beating me by points. I mean, granted, he got to, I don't know how he tangled me up like that, but he got to that position and he held it. He just sat there and stood there. People always ask me all the time, Smitty, I want to see you lose. I'm like, bro, if I show you a video of me losing, it's just going to be us laying there. Like you, I'm not as strong as people think, so you can hold me down. And that's what a lot of these guys that beat me in competitions, they hold me down and win by points. And I'm just like, all right. Like, that wasn't fun, you know? Like, you're not going to go for nothing? That's how you beat Smitty. Stall. I swear to God, stall. Be stronger than me and stall. That's how you beat Smitty. That's how Ian McCall beat me. He came in 150 pounds on steroids and didn't want to engage. How is trainer Scott Epstein? Nah. I would never, unless Scott is beating me. I have a rule. If for this is good for all the gentlemen in here. Actually, women too. The 48 laws of power. I believe the first law is never outshine the master. I take that to heart. Never outshine the master. Scott wouldn't care if I told this story, but there was it happened like last week. When I tell you I caught Scott in this mean triangle, like it was fast. I'm talking, it was like, that was probably my best triangle I ever did on him. And it would have went like views wise, submitting a black belt and like the angle, it was perfect. I could have had a commentary on it and everything. But that's Scott Epstein. That's my coach. Why are you posting online you beating up your coach? Unless your coach is cool with it. But, you know, even then if he was cool with it, which he is, I don't know. Never outshine the master. That's what I say. That's just what I say. So you won't ever see a video with me rolling with him unless he's beating me. You'll never see like me. I'll never post a video of me catching him. Where is I want to draw. Oh, right here. Sit next to me. Sitting next to me. Damn, it's been 30 minutes already. I love you guys. I love you guys. Amazing. Excuse me. Move this to the side a little bit. Alright. I thought he would be whooping you. It depends. I mean, Scott is much stronger than me, so he can overpower me for sure. But sometimes I catch him, sometimes I don't. But you will never see it. I will never post it. Someone said, I saw someone reading the 48 Laws of Power in the locker room of your first fight. Oh, you know what? Let me write that down. Actually, I ain't got to write that down. 48 Laws of Power. I'm a big fan of these books. I love these books. What are my thoughts? I'm glad you asked that because I was just getting into it. What are my thoughts on the 48 Laws of Power? The 48 Laws, well, a lot of people don't understand. They read the 48 Laws of Power and they think that it's helping them like get power or whatever. I love the 48 Laws of Power, but the 48 Laws of Power is about maintaining power. That's what it's about. So a lot of people read the 48 Laws of Power trying to learn how to get power. That's not what that book is about. It's about maintaining power that you already have. So if you have status or if you have something like of value in a social setting, you should be reading the 48 Laws of Power. Now, there's different books that Robert Greene does have, because that's the author of the 48 Laws of Power. He has Mastery. So Mastery is about you trying to obtain power. So I think you should read Mastery first. And then he has the 33 Strategies of War. That's probably one of my favorite books from him. That's if you would have said that somebody in the locker room of your first fight was reading the 33 Strategies of War, that would have made more sense. But 48 Laws of Power, he was just reading as a hobbyist at that point. And then you have The Art of Seduction. If people want me to talk about, I read all of the books except for Human Nature. I'm reading that one right now. Here in Rio, once Triangle the Coral Belt, but oh, we're never. Yep. Never posted online. Don't worry about it. But yeah, love the 48 Laws of Power. So the 48 Laws of Power is taken from. Okay, hold on. The 48 Laws of Power is basically an expansion of an idea on Machiavelli, Niccolo Machiavelli. He's the father of political philosophy. What people don't understand is that politics, the word politics, it means power. Go look it up. Politics mean power. So when people say, I don't want to talk about politics, what they're really saying is, I don't want to talk about maintaining power. Okay? So, that's what this is all about. It's all about power is politics. Now, where was I going with that? Because I was thinking of some other books. Redpill. I believe that, and people hate the red pill, but I love the red pill. I don't like what's going on, but like the concept of the red pill community, I love that. Love it. And I believe that right there, the Robert Greene books should be a part of Red Pill for men. That's something all men should read. For real. That's something all men should read. Okay, so this is so we're going to put this to the side, and we'll be drawing with this. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Red Pill community, man. Right now, currently, it's kind of funny, if you actually go on my first video, I think it's my first long form video on my YouTube, I talk about Red Pill. Like I said, I'm going to come back to that, but there's something I want to do for Red Pill, because I love it. I think every man should study Red Pill. I mean, it's women hating right now, but there should be some concepts that men should be able to take. There should be a book, man, for that type of stuff. Like explaining without feelings and without, women are X, Y, Z. No, like it's just hard, cold, truth, facts of how men should operate. Yes, that they need a book for that. Maybe one day I'll do it, but because I've read so much of that stuff. How much do you emphasize increasing strength, explosiveness, or is it so much less important than technique? You should just focus on skill, and general strength come with sparring, rolling. Explosiveness. you can get explosiveness from running. I say go to a park and do like 50 meters, like explosive sprints, or find a hill. If specifically, it could be if it's sand, and explosively run up the hill. That will help with your striking, specifically Muay Thai, and that will help with your explosiveness for Jiu-Jitsu. Now, as far as general strength, you can there's grappler strength, okay? All you need for grappling is push-ups, pull-ups, and I would say some type of squat. Specifically, if you're asking me, this is what I like to do, lunges, weighted lunges. Go to a squat rack, go under the bar, and do weighted lunges. That right there is going to get your legs right. The pull-ups is for your back, and the push-ups is for the push. But I think like pull-ups is the single most important style. When you come like this and you pull yourself up like that, I think those are actually called chin-ups. You can do this too, but this one right here. So imagine the bar's right here. You grab the bar and then you pull yourself up. I think those are called chin-ups. But chin-ups are the most, in my opinion, effective way to build grappler strength. That's the most effective way. If you do that, just that alone, that alone, with some like squats, yo grappling gonna be different. Trust, yo grappling is gonna be different. You're gonna be a different animal. Gotta do hollow back pull-ups. Yeah. Any pull-up that focuses on your lats. Like, I mean, this one right here, I believe these are actually called pull-ups. I hate the nomenclature of pull-ups, but the one where your palm is facing yourself. I say mix them all. You know, that's what I say. I say mix them all, but yeah. Are chin-ups good for developing strength in the clinch for Muay Thai? I think, well, clinching is grappling. I think pull-ups in general, you should do variations in my opinion. That's what I do. Once this heals up, that's what I'm about to go back doing. Every variation, and then also now that I've injured my shoulder, I've realized that overhead presses. I need to do more of those. But that's just me. That's my shoulder strength. But I'm just letting you guys know. But what has gotten me ahead for grappling is pull-ups. That's a secret that it's not really a secret, but it's definitely part of my training regimen. Pull-ups, lunges, jump rope. Yeah, jump rope for sure. Yep. So that's how that goes. What else? Yeah, no, that's all you need to know for grappling. Do I have my little thing that was telling me? Where did that go? It's amazing how you can be sitting in one spot and lose everything still. Oh, it's under here. Let me see. Visual styles and I'm moving this live. Okay, I'm moving. If whoever's been watching my other lives, I be all over the place. But finally, I said everything I needed to say tonight. And it's only been 40 minutes. I love that. Y'all better ask some more questions because I said what I needed to say for this live. But I think I can rock with y'all. I think based upon the fact that I've said what I want to say, the live is over, but I like rocking with it for an hour, so I'm going to sit here for the next 20 minutes and just chill and talk with y'all. And whoever says whatever. Well, I'm an entertaining person. Maybe something stupid is going to come up in my mind. I don't know. I could talk about art. Art is definitely Well, no, I still haven't. I'm still learning about art, but I'm just. It's kind of funny. You guys are actually watching me develop my theoretical concepts about art on live. I love that. Love that a lot. How many times a week do you train no-gi? I say four times a week. 4 times a week. If you train once a week is good for brand new beginners. Great for brand new beginners. I said this last night actually, but I don't mind repeating it so people can know I actually believe in this. So once is for beginners, twice a week is not enough. You're just a weekend warrior. 3 times is a sweet spot for training any martial art. But if you want to compete 4 times a week, and if you want to be a nerd about it like I am, 5 times a week. That's what I say. 5 times a week. But this is the funny part. This is funny. This is funny. You can take a day off and study for the amount of time you would have been training, and that right there is training. Specifically, this is for jiu-jitsu. Well, really, this is any martial art. If you can take a day off, and if you have the mental capacity to do it, go watch a jiu-jitsu instructional. And that right there will get you, because like one thing I'll say for sure is right now I'm injured, but now it's just going to increase me being a nerd about jiu-jitsu now. And then I'm starting to draw a lot more, so I'm going to go to the gym, probably try to like draw people, but my visual understanding of jiu-jitsu is about to increase. So I'm about to become a bigger nerd. So you don't have to physically be there all 5 days. I say you should if you're trying to get good, but if you take a day off and actually study jiu-jitsu, that's how you get good, because it's a chess match. Jiu-jitsu is a chess match. You're going against someone, and you need to recognize what they're doing and recognize what's the weakness, and also figure out their weakness. Like when I'm in a match with someone, that if I wasn't already watching them to see like maybe possible weaknesses during the match, I'm figuring them out. I'm like, okay, I tried that. Like there's a video of me and this guy. It's I think it's called Patient Heel Hook. Go on my shorts and look at Patient Heel Hook. It's a recent video. This guy had me in a buggy choke. That's how it's gonna start off. He has me in the buggy choke, and I get out. I didn't show it in that video, but at some point during the video, you see me look at the time, and I say, okay, it's time, and I just submit the guy. That's because in the very beginning of the match, I didn't show that part though. It doesn't pop up. I'm letting you guys know. In the very beginning of the match, I tried the same setup that I beat him with. I tried it in the beginning of the match, and I was like, I don't think he knows what that is. So I'm going to come back to that when he's tired. So that entire match, I was just tiring him out. I was just moving around. And the moment, and I literally, in my mind, I said, I'm going to cook this dude for like 4 minutes. That's literally what I told myself. I'm going to cook him for like 4 minutes. And we was just moving around for 4 minutes. I wasn't giving him no time to rest. And then I looked at the clock, and then I said, okay, now it's time to do that. Boom, it worked. Like, so, there you go. You got to know the styles of jiu-jitsu. Thoughts on stretching too much? Ooh. You only need to stretch once a day. Stretching too much is prone to get you injured quicker if you didn't stretch. If you're stretching too much, you're about to get yourself even more injured. What would you say your most interesting match in your career? Me going against that 350 pound dude. When I triangled armbarred him. I think if I'm never able to train again, that's something I feel I changed the game on. Right now, maybe not, but like there's a stigma that you cannot triangle bigger people, and I did just that. And I think honestly, all of my absolute David Goliath absolute divisions, those are the most interesting. Because you're not, little guys aren't supposed to win. Not against big guys. They're not supposed to win. We're not supposed to win. And I 100% proved that you can win if you know more than your opponent. Like jiu-jitsu, like if you're more of a geek. So the shorter you are, the more knowledge you need to have. So my David Goliaths, those were the most interesting matches in my career. Bro, I'm 51 years old, boxing and striking trainer. You made me want to learn it. Okay. So you want, hey, that's commendable. This might help you out. There's this black belt in my jiu-jitsu place. We call him Dr. Rob. He actually is a doctor. Dr. Rob, I believe, started jiu-jitsu at 50. And he's a black belt in gi and no gi. Dr. Rob is probably one of the most dangerous people in the gym. And he's 67 now. He beats me sometimes. Well, he doesn't submit me. He used to submit me bad. But he shuts my game down really well. And he's an old guy. He's strong as hell, though. So it's never too late to start jiu-jitsu. It's never too late. Do you get nerves before training session? Andy, I'm gonna answer your question. Let me quickly answer Jeff's question. He says, I'm 5'2", about 160 pounds. Recommend martial art? It depends on you. It depends on you. Like, what are you interested in? Back to Andy. Do you ever get nerves before a training session? No. You should never get nervous before a training session. Never. For what? What's to be nervous about? You're just coming to train. You're coming to lose. Really, yeah, nah. I've never gotten nervous. A training session, competitions, I always get nervous. This is for anybody who they're about to go to a competition and they're like, oh, I get nervous. When are the nerves going to go away? I think it's safe to say I'm pretty known in jiu-jitsu for having skills and whatever, however you want to say it. Bro, I get nervous every single time. My feet be sweating. Like, I get nervous every time before a competition. Every time. It's crazy. Crazy. Let me see. Oh, that's cool. Turn that. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, it's cool. Looks like something else. All right. Yeah. But why? Well, actually, are you asking me if I get nervous before training sessions, or do you get nervous before training sessions? Fun little topic. Okay. Oh, interesting. That's interesting. We're having a good session tonight. We're having a good, productive. This might be one of the best lives thus far. Good, productive stuff. Have you ever gotten the dry mouth like us boxers do right before hitting the mat and yeah? Oh my God. That's why before every comp I try to go to sleep. Like before my matches, I try to go to sleep. If you ever catch me at a comp, if I'm not watching my opponents, like I'm somewhere asleep or shitting. You gonna shit a lot at a competition. You gonna shit a lot. You gonna like, yeah. That it's like a ritual. Like I always go take a duty right before I go against somebody. One time I didn't. I was farting all over my opponent. I was farting on him so bad. Yeah, man. I think the most foulest shit I ever did was I had someone in a triangle and I farted on them. Like, imagine you getting choked and the nigga farting on you, like. Oh my god, that's gross. I definitely get nervous beforehand if I know I'm about to do some hard shit. Like, okay, I mean, it happens. Maybe just right now you're not like. I guess. Okay, I'm not. I hope I don't sound cocky. I'm not trying to, but I guess for me, I usually feel like I'm the best in the room, so I don't like. I don't get worried, but if I was to go do striking training, like where there's gonna be sparring, I do kind of feel myself get a little bit nervous because I know I'm not the best striker in the room, but I still have fun. But striking is a little bit different because you're getting popped in the face. But jiu-jitsu, like at least you could tap, you know, and reset and be cool. But so I kind of understand what you mean. Appreciate the education. Thank you. Appreciate it. Just, you know, guys, just like the just hit the like button. I'm not asking for money. I just want to chill and talk to you guys. Just hit the like button. That's all I ask. Just hit the like button, comment, and that's it. And let's just keep getting the numbers up. Because now I think when I first started, I'll have like 2 or 3 people in here. Now we got 5. Now it's 10. I've seen it hit like 15. So I think the views is pretty solid tonight. Not the vapor leg. I'm telling you, I farted in people's mouth, bro. Like it's sad, bro. It's sad, bro. It's sad. It's an evil world we live in. Yeah. Girls fart a lot too. Girls, they fart a lot. Yeah. It's funny too, because they try to act like they don't fart. Girls fart. They nasty with it too. They fart and don't say and don't react. You be like, I know that wasn't your coochie. That was your stank hole. Like currently drawing a cylinder. Trying to work on my right hand because I usually draw my left hand, but my left hand's occupied right now. So I gotta draw my right hand. The right hand, it's weird. I'm right-handed, but I started drawing with my left hand, and I'm used to drawing with my left hand. So now my right hand is just not. It's not there. I literally see it. It's crazy. I'm like, come on, man. Crazy. All right, let's see what you. That looks nice. Let me see what you guys have to say. The women be farting, bro. I'm telling you. That'd be crazy to get choked and catch a whiff of someone. Yo. Now I'm gonna tell y'all what's nasty. When you're going against a really sweaty person and you let that motherfucker get on mount and they just drenching on your face, like, you know, oh, Taylor's gonna hate me for this. She's gonna hate me for this. If she ever sees this, I doubt she will. Cause she ain't gonna watch an hour of my live. But she probably gonna wonder like, how y'all know this? There was one time Taylor drooled in my mouth by accident. She drooled in my mouth by accident. Jiu-Jitsu women are nasty. That's what Jiu-Jitsu women are nasty too. They're nasty. They're one of the boys. Like that's why I don't understand like why Jiu-Jitsu guys are so weird with women. I'm like, if a girl joined Jiu-Jitsu, accident. Yeah. If a girl joins jiu-jitsu, she's one of the boys. Like, she's already a weirdo. Imagine not being able to breathe. Yeah. Breathe, and when you get air, it's like, ooh. You like, and you like, oh my God, that's gross. I love it. But yeah, if a girl joins jiu-jitsu, she's already one of the boys. She's already one of the boys. Don't treat her weird. But that's what a lot of jiu-jitsu guys do. They don't know how to treat women. Don't know how to treat women. Let me finish this right here and I'm going to look up. I actually I like going live with y'all. I think I already said that. I be repeating myself. Y'all can tell what type of homie I am. I'm the homie who get drunk and I tell you repeatedly all night, I love you. I'm like, I love you. You're like, bro, get off of me. Like, yeah. Yes, I have my cookies and my snacks ready. And it's already been an hour. That's crazy. This live went by so fast. This is a great live. Got 13 likes. Let me write that down. I want to beat 13 likes tomorrow. 13. I like that. Put that in a circle. All right. So, been a solid live, but it is an hour. I've been trying to keep these lives for an hour. So, do anybody have any questions before I jump off? Make sure I'm not got no crumbs on me. Anyone got questions? Because the live is officially over. Once we start getting like 30 people in here, I might go from an hour to 2 hours. We got 10 though. I appreciate y'all guys being up in here. Love that. Any final questions? NT final questions. Yeah, take care, Andy. Yeah, we might do more longer ones later, but now the live is officially over. Anyone have well, actually, what I'm gonna start doing, any questions that someone has, I'll just write it down, and the next live I immediately start answering those questions. That way the live could be like this, where we just breaking stuff down. Let me see. So I'm gonna give it 2 minutes, let people talk their stuff, and whatever y'all say, I'm gonna write it down and I'll bring it up for the next live. I wish I had some music like do 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 do. It's Friday. You guys, it's Friday. That's crazy. So if you get dead. Yes, there we go. If I get dead air, you damn right. I have questions to pull from. I like that. That's exactly what I'm gonna start doing. Because it just makes it flow better. Like, okay, no one's not writing nothing. Boom, I got all these questions to just start answering. I had a bunch tonight. Yeah, I'll be seeing you guys. I'll be on tomorrow. Don't worry, I'll be on tomorrow. We got like 1 more minute, and then I'm gonna cut the live. But ask y'all questions. Appreciate you, Jeff. Thank you for chilling and rocking with your boy. Answer some questions, and I am going to be off. We got like solid 50 seconds. Love you guys. Happy you guys support me. Oh, I got 100K subscribers today. I got 100K subscribers today. I appreciate y'all. I forgot to say that in the beginning. I got 100K subscribers. Amazing. Amazing. That's why I started doing live more. To promote OOKA and to get closer to y'all. Fucking amazing. I appreciate that. Yeah. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna end it like that. That's we going. It's already 20 seconds, so y'all take care. Have a happy Friday. Y'all be safe. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do, which is everything. I would do everything. And y'all take care. All right. Peace.